Yada, 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 yada.
Okay, in this video, we're going to discuss Medellin, Colombia, crime, and is it safe to live there by comparison? Follow along. Okay, guys, you're going to want to stay tuned to the end of this video. I have a story that I'm going to read from one of my subscribers. You must hear this story. Craziest story that I've heard in a while from Medellin, Colombia, which happened last week before he came back. Stay tuned. Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. In this video, again, we're going to jump into a few stories discussing whether or not Medellin, Colombia is safe to live or safe to visit. I've had a lot of comments recently regarding visiting, and I've had a few people who are thinking of going change their mind. And I don't know if I talked them out of it or not. I'm not trying to influence anyone either way. I can only pass on information that I've gathered from living there. And just to give you a basic idea as to what you're going to have to contend with when it comes to safety. But I also want you to think that safety is not only a concern in Colombia. It's a concern here in the U.S. as well. So I want to do some comparisons as well. But they handle things a little bit differently in Colombia. And you'll see what I mean by a few of these stories. I picked these. I'm going to run through some as fast as I can. So if I'm talking too fast, I apologize. So let me jump through a few stories right quick, though. This started with this video. If you haven't seen this video, I'm going to show it right here. He gets punched by the cop. Punch, a jab, but a good jab. And he cocks his gun. Now, I'm going to think that the actor, I don't know the details, so I can't comment one way or another. My only thing was he said he got stopped 6 times in 5 days or 6 times in 4 days, depending upon the story you read. And I'm like, dude, if you got stopped twice, you're in the wrong town. I want to know what how you get to the 6th one. That's crazy. And don't pull that. They stop it. It turns out he got to the police station and realized they were blacker than him because he ain't darker than me. So anyway, but if you didn't see it, I'm thinking he caught an attitude because when he cocks his gun, look, he shakes like, now what? See him nod? He got, yeah, what's up? What's up with that? What'd you do? Did you pull away from me? Then yeah, cops aren't supposed to be punching you. But you're not in America. So don't act like an American. You're going to get dealt with this way. I'm telling you. Lose the American attitude. We have a tendency, and I was talking to Carlton about this last week, we have a tendency of saying, things need to happen now and need to happen for me because I'm American and, this wouldn't happen here, man. How long is this line in this grocery store? Why am I going to have to wait for a McDonald's? 20 minutes is too long to wait for McDonald's. Dude, you go there, you're going to be waiting in line for McDonald's. They don't just have the burger sitting behind them. They're cooking the fries to order. They're cooking the chicken at Frisbee's Chicken to order. You're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting. And you may get stood up a few times. People will show up late. That's just the way it is. So instead of getting upset with it, just deal with it. So anyway, this is what started it. But let me run through a few stories because I want to show you how they handle things in Colombia. Now this one says there's a 440. The story is about 2 dead in Beja. I just found out they were dead, so I'm not going to show the video. There's they put everything on TV down there. Murder, suicide, whatever. They put it on TV there. It's not like the United States where everything's sanitized. They don't show you what goes in the hot dogs. You know what I mean? They don't show men coming back from war. They just won't show Americans because we may try to change law. So they don't want to let us to see that stuff. But they show it here. And all of Central and South America Central America, the countries that I've been to anyway. So it says at 4:40 p.m., January 1st, a subject and companions mobilizing in a gray Mazda, apparently in a high degree of distress, just 3 blocks from the main park in the municipality of Beja. This driver hit a motorcycle, seriously affecting 2 people. Citizens realizing what happened start to chase on several motorcycles. So they saw him get hit, and it happened quick. Then he hops on. I saw the video. I don't know that they had passed away, but they got hit. Evidently, people just hopping on a motorcycle, and they caught this dude down the road. So it says, according to the information provided by the public, this man fleeing persecuted crashed into other vehicles that were parked on the Obrero neighborhood where this man was trying to escape. It was also known that the companions of this subject jumped from the vehicle while this was still in motion. So it's not here, but I think I have. Okay, so I'm not going to show the video, but you can see the cars coming down the road right here. I'll click play for a second. He's flying. I mean, he's freaking. The motorcycle comes out and gets hit, and it's not good. It's not good at all. But anyway, the people tracked him down and caught him. Next story. Here's one, tremendous Pele. So I guess tremendous fight. This is a short one again. I'm looking at La Chevaria Alert.com. Yesterday afternoon, in front of the Hotel Diaz in El Poblado, there was an attempted robbery, which was thwarted by the community. They're not having it. These subjects were cornered and beaten until the authorities showed up. The events occurred in front of Hotel Diaz. Now, Hotel Diaz, I want to show you just briefly. This is where the murder happened at Parque Lleras Presidenta, and this is where the Hotel Don Carlton. This is 43rd, also known as Poblado Avenue, which goes all the way downtown. And then you have 10th Street North and 10th Street South over here. So Parque Lleras is, oh, I got my stuff popping up. Oh my God. Parque Lleras is all around here, okay? And up in here, but this is more so Provenza up in this area. So this is where the Hotel Diaz is. And this is in the middle of it all. I mean, it's in the middle of it all. So this stuff happens everywhere. But is it safer in Medellin than it is in the United States? And I'm going to touch on that in a second. Here's another quick story too. He set up to steal a bus and they downed him 2 beats. I'm going to guess he was trying to steal a bus and they beat him down. Simple as that. The people, and this story is so short in the video, remember the literal is not the same Spanish to English. But what happens was this guy got on a bus and tried to rob everybody on the bus, and everybody on the bus said, we ain't having it, and beat him down. So just keep that in mind. You want to be a criminal, don't do it there, because the public will stand up. Unlike here, we don't want to get sued. We don't want to get involved, you know, and let everybody else deal with their own problem. We're all individualized over here, and it's all about me and I. We don't get involved. Get involved, people, if it comes to saving someone's life or someone's safety. So it just says at this time, the closure of an, this story is right here. They just closed the road down. People got upset. Okay, you're not giving us help with the traffic. The traffic is abominable, so we're going to shut it down and draw attention to it. This happened when I lived there too. They shut it down. The taxis shut it down to fight against Uber. Shut it down. They blocked all the major bridges and shut the entire city down. They are activists there. It's not like here in the US. We do have activists here. But again, is it safer in Medellin than it is in the United States, or vice versa? It's safer here in the US. Now, I am going to pull this one up, Numbeo, by the way. Numbeo, numbeo.com, gives you information from different countries, different cities, and you can do comparisons against each too. So let's touch on briefly safety in Medellin. So I've already searched it up. On the crime rate, it's 51.37. Safety index, and this is like 50-50. So where are they compared to everybody else? Now this is coming from people who actually lived there, visited there, and they put this information in. So it's almost like Amazon reviews. It's from the people, okay? So this says level of crime, 64.96. That's high. Crime increasing in the past 3 years, 48 moderate. Whereas homes and broken into and stolen, low. They're not looking at people breaking in. I guess because they worry about getting beat down. Whereas being mugged and robbed, 60.88 high. Whereas car stolen, you get the gist of it. I got one very high. What is that? I'm sorry, very low. Whereas being subject to physical attack because of your skin color. It's going to be different here in the U.S., that's for sure. Vandalism, moderate, and then problem with violent crimes and corruption and robbery, high at 61 and 69%. So let's do a comparison because this will let me choose, and I'm going to choose where I live, which I love Houston. When I landed at 1 o'clock last night or this morning, man, I was so happy to get back here. Weight just dropped off my shoulders. Okay, so there you go. Here's Houston and here's Medellin. See the difference? You see what I'm saying? Is it safer here than it is in Medellin? So if you're thinking about going, don't let a few stories stop you from going. And that's the moral of my video here. Do not let a few stories that you've heard stop you from experiencing life and this experience in Medellin, Colombia. It's a time in my life I will never forget, and I'm glad I did it. And I never had any fear. One time I slightly had, I got a little spidey sense, was like, it's time to roll, but never had any issues. And I went places by myself. So there's a lot of my viewers, you guys that want to go down, guys and girls that want to go down and want to go by yourself, Girls are going down and not having any problems. There's numerous. Come to find out, there's more women solo travelers than there are guys. Guys want to go in a group. We don't go to that party. But most girls will go by themselves. They don't care. Are they tougher than us guys? Come on. Level of crime, 73%, 0.7, 64% in Medellin. Look at this crime. Worries home broken into, mugged and robbed, stolen from car, attacked, insulted, insulted. Low, moderate here in Houston. Now, and this is because of your skin color. Here in Houston is so diverse. I love Houston for that reason alone. In Maryland, it's either or, and everybody else is kind of invisible. But the struggle was real back there. I stress out. But you look at the difference right here. Houston is more violent than Medellin is. So are you going to stop coming to Houston? Are you going to stop going to Baltimore? Are you going to stop going to Miami, New York? Murder capital right now, Louisiana. You know, they got some issues going on right now, as you can see by the darkest ones in the Mississippi and Alabama, I think are right behind it. Here we go, Alabama, Mississippi, Missouri, Alaska. And they go by how many people per 100,000 people are killed. Maryland? No, Maryland. I guess people who got kicked out of D.C. are in Maryland. Arkansas, South Carolina. Now look, Texas, down here in the middle. We're considered middle of the road. But we're still a violent city because look here. There were 345 deaths. When was this? This is November. I think we're at 400 and something right now. I saw an article. So it's safer in Medellin is what I'm trying to tell you. I come from D.C. This was the murder capital of the country when I lived there. Crack epidemic. It was just straight nuts. I didn't think I'd live to see 18. When I made it to 18, I knew I wasn't going to make it to 21. When I made it to 21, I didn't think I'd make it to 20. I knew I was going to get shot. I knew that's how I was going to die because I had a big mouth and people stopped fighting and they start shooting. So I didn't think I'd get out. But there's other things you need to worry about too. You need to worry about the virus. That's why I'm not going. I mean, I wouldn't let any crime or anything stop me from going right now. I'm not going right now, not even for a visit because of the virus. So these people are partying and these people are getting fined too. And the parties are getting broken up. Here's just a quick view of one of the parties. No mask and everybody spraying. Okay, and this is in Medellin. So I'm telling you, there's other things you need to worry about. So here's a list, and this story is entitled Wrong Way. Places, no-go areas in Medellin. It's dated by a year or so ago, but it's still appropriate. Don't go on the side of the mountains. You have no reason up there, don't go up there. You're going to see it from wherever you go. I don't recommend it. Maybe if you go with someone, you can go up and you want to explore and you want to see, have an experience, do a tour. I did a tour to Comuna Ocho. Let me know if you need a guide. I have an awesome guide down there too. If you watch my old videos, you will see him in my videos. And he, of course, walks me right up. So they're saying Parque Lleras, stay away from that. Look, if you're a tourist, you know, the only times I really went up to Parque Lleras was when I came from dance class and I was up there. I may have had a couple of shots before I left. But I didn't hang up in Parque Lleras. That's where the tourists go. Take me up there. Take me up there. Everybody who comes there wants to visit, you know, Parque. And it's a beautiful area. I tell you, it's an amazing area. Parque Lleras is the bomb, come to think of it. I don't know of any other place like that. Watch my videos, 2 videos before. I'll leave a link up above. My first time there. I was there 5 years ago and I was blown away. I'm like, it was riding around on 4-wheelers and motorcycles squirting foam. I'm like, what is this? And the whole park area, in the middle of the park, there was live music. It was off the chain. I still don't get what was going on. I think it was the end of school. But anyway, just certain areas don't go to. I mean, you're going to go to Parque Lleras. They give you other areas you may want to go. Parque Poblado, which is like 6 blocks down. Nice park. Parque de las Luces is just saying don't go at night. Maybe you want to ride by, take a look at it, and keep on scooting, but don't go by yourself. Parque San Antonio, where they placed this bomb under here. They kept the statues. Botero created these just like the ones over in Parque Botero. They left the wreckage here to remind people that because 23 people died due to that. Not only that, you also have to be concerned with scopolamine. Let me say it right. Scopolamine. When you get got, it's called getting scoped. Don't get scoped. In other words, somebody will pour something in your drink, or I've heard people blow it in the air. It's also called devil's breath. You have to be concerned. Watch your drinks. You don't know why. All of who, dude, I had 2 drinks and I'm all messed up. Why? maybe it's time to leave right there. You know, I know when I had too much to drink, you know what I do? I go home. I'm not, I'm at the top of the hill. It's time to go home. I don't want to come down in public. No. But this just tells you, and here's a good story. This is from MedellinTourist.com. This story right here, muggers left victims on the street after giving them deadly drug. And the only reason I pull this up is because there's another drug. It turns out that this clonazepam, when you put it, when it's put in liquor, this drug causes drowsiness, confusion, nausea, decreases reflexes, hypotension, respiratory arrest, and extreme care. So these people got put in a car, got robbed, got stripped, and the bodies got thrown out. And they all got caught anyway, by the way. There's cameras in Medellin, just like there's cameras here. They were able to track these people back. So it looks like Colombia is handling their business. You try to rob them, they'll jump you and they will stomp you. You hit a dog, as you saw in that last video, and the bikers revolted. I'm talking cyclists, the bicycles, not motorcycle riders. They're not having it there. Did I show you? I thought I showed the video already. This is the one where the people hit the dog. I mean, these I guess they work for some chicken company or something like that. So here's a story. I'm not going to read it all because we're short on time, but this guy's driving down the street, he hit a dog, starts laughing. The people on bicycles started riding by, pull up their bikes. I'll show you the video right here. Just let you see it. And then the guy who's driving it runs and grabs a machete. And the people still not having it. They're not running from his machete. They still after him with his bikes, and they're blocking him from getting in his truck and going. And then they'll show a little bit later, he's over there and they start laughing because he almost got dealt with. He almost got dealt with. So I'm telling you, they're handling his stuff. This is infobay.com, by the way. They are handling their business down in Colombia. Don't let stories that you see stop you from having an experience of a lifetime. I know some of you guys, do me a favor, comment. You know, I reply to my comments. Now, best thing that's happened I've noticed over the past few weeks is that, I reply to all my comments, but recently I've had people ask questions and then other viewers will answer them. Man, I can't ask for more than that. I can't ask for more than the likes and the subscribes and the likes. The likes help the YouTube algorithm. I had so many likes on my last video that it pushed it to a larger crowd. Excellent. And went all out to more people. So that's what happens. It's a YouTube algorithm. You click like, they show it to more people. So do me a favor. Hit like before you get out of this video. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, click the bell to be alerted of any new videos. Much appreciate you guys. Be safe. This video, I'm going to start with a story from one of my subscribers. When I read his story, his actual story of events while he was in Medellin before he came back. I think he just got back a couple of days ago. Hopefully he made it back safely. But when I saw his story, I was like, dude, you got to let me tell this story. You got to let me read this story. And once he said, you know what, go ahead. This may be a warning for everybody else, or it'll at least alert people as to what can happen. So be careful. So I want to read this read his comment for you now. Okay, it says, all right, guys, are you ready for a good story? Here we go, LOL. I've been in Bogota for 10 years back and forth. Hardly ever traveled to Medellin. Well, I was there last week. Had to meet a friend of mine for a meeting. He left early and I stayed, doing extracurricular activities at the restaurant in Poblado and drinking. Apparently, I drank too much, and the next thing I know, I'm being picked up by two not-so-friendly Colombian police. There were a few there, LOL. As they picked me up, they decided to give me a nice shove as I went flying. My ligament in my ankle went pop, and hoppity I go screaming bloody murder. They all stop in shock and stop their abuse to sit me down. The chief starts asking me, what happened? And how did you get so drunk? And have you been eating? Not sure if he asked me about vitamins. Then he says, okay, no worries. And I say, okay, I'll call a taxi. He says, don't worry, hey, where you staying? I say a certain hotel nearby, and he says he'll give me a lift with my broken leg. Then they drive me in one of their police trucks, front seat, mind you, and carry me to my room. I'm not kidding. My flight was in the morning, and I'm laying there in bed and thinking I need to order a certain painkiller that is readily available at Pharmacopoeia. And while I'm at it, 2 bottles of Caldas. So I do. Directly to my room, barbiturates and alcohol. Oh, and crutches. But before anything arrives, I have to pee. Uh-oh. I can't get up. So I tried anyway through the pain, and before I got to the toilet, my leg gave out on me and went pulling all the plumbing out of the wall. So I crawled the rest of the way. Never mind, my thirst is kicking in now. So I'm trying to drink the water out of the faucet and my feet are getting wet. Oh, shit. Oh, fudge. And back to bed I crawl. Waited for room service with all my stuff, and there they were. By the way, that same night I was so messed up earlier in some comuna other asking for directions. A street hooker, mind you, showing her on my phone where I need to be. She says, "Oh, I don't know, but can I have your phone?" And he's laughing. He said, "I'm so blitzed I'm watching her walk away with my phone." Brand new, mind you. Thank goodness I always carry a spare. Keep that note. Folks, I'm sure I'm leaving out a fun detail at 10, but this is YouTube. I'll let you know when the book comes out. Listen, don't do what I did, ever. I got lucky thousands of times, and it could have been worse so many ways. God bless. Stay safe. Safe travels. That's from one of my viewers. One of the best things about the past couple of weeks while I was out of town, I respond to all the comments. And recently, I've had other viewers and subscribers actually respond to people who need information. Oh, I'm looking for an apartment. Where are you staying? Where can I do this at this hotel? Where is this hotel in relation to that? How do I get from here to there? And you guys have stepped up and been helping out. So much, much, much appreciated to you guys for jumping in and helping out. Any way you can, it's much appreciated. Because that's my whole goal with this whole channel, is just to pass on information that is beneficial. On that side note, if I am offering any information worth benefit, do me a favor, go down and hit the subscribe button, click the bell to be alerted of any new videos, and stand by.
We have a YouTube channel, like it.
Please comment and share if you like the video. Please subscribe and kick the bell.